The man coaxed the woman into drinking milk laced with sleeping pills, planning to remove her heart while she was unconscious, so he could secretly transplant it into the scheming woman suffering from congenital heart disease. After making all the arrangements, the man instructed the doctors to begin the chest surgery on the scheming woman. Little did he know, the woman had already seen through his plan. At that moment she was flying abroad with her son. She was determined to take revenge on the man and the scheming woman this way. 3 years ago, the man repeatedly abandoned his family for the scheming woman, ignoring the woman and their sickly son completely. The woman had reached her limit, and decided to take her son to the Civil Affairs Bureau to file for divorce, but they were involved in a car accident on the way. When the woman woke up, she was lying on a cold hospital bed, though she was physically fine. She learned that her son had lost an eye due to severe injuries. She blamed herself for insisting on the divorce, and her life from then on was filled with endless guilt and pain. A year later, during a checkup, she accidentally overheard a conversation between the man and the doctor. She learned that the car accident was no accident. It was orchestrated by the man to harvest their son's cornea for the scheming woman, and not just the eye. The man also needed the woman's heart, because the scheming woman's heart disease had worsened. Unable to bear her suffering, the man secretly arranged for heart matching while the woman was unconscious, and found that the woman was a perfect match. Today, the man had come to take her heart. In his eyes, a housewife could still live normally with an artificial heart. Hearing all this, the woman felt her heart shatter. She had thought the man had changed over the past year, never imagining she was just a tool to save another woman. Thinking of her son's misery, the woman swore she would make them pay the price. At that moment, the man pushed open the office door. Seeing the woman standing outside, a flash of panic crossed his eyes, but the woman smiled calmly. The man was certain she knew nothing. Just then, the scheming woman arrived with the son, her face full of provocative smugness. The woman stayed composed and shook her hand. After all, the scheming woman would soon be a dead person. At that moment, the man suggested that the scheming woman and her son move into their house temporarily. The woman immediately agreed. This time, she would make them taste true retribution herself. That night, the man brought the scheming woman and her son home. As soon as they entered, the scheming woman's son seized the boy's bedroom. The two children quickly got into a scuffle. The woman rushed over without hesitation and shoved the scheming woman's son to the ground. She would no longer endure any injustice for her son's sake. The scheming woman then publicly humiliated her son, mocking him as a one-eyed freak, saying he was unworthy of competing with her son. The woman could no longer contain her fury. She slapped the scheming woman hard across the face. At that moment, the man arrived. He did not ask any questions, and slapped the woman back. Then right in front of her, he embraced the scheming woman and left. The man had already made up his mind. He planned to take the woman's heart the very next day. What he did not know was that the woman had been secretly monitoring their every move. The next day, the woman pretended not to know anything. She drank the drugged milk and fell to the ground acting unconscious. Seeing this, the man and the scheming woman thought their plan had succeeded. The man smugly comforted the scheming woman, saying she would soon get the heart she dreamed of. Then he assigned an assistant to guard the woman, while he escorted the scheming woman to the hospital for surgery, but they failed to notice. After the man left, the woman slowly opened her eyes. Meanwhile, the scheming woman was pushed into the operating room, but the man kept waiting, yet the assistant never brought the woman over.